Today, you're gonna learn difference between repositioning and rebranding, with real-world case studies of these brands, and you're gonna learn that right now. Just don't forget to subscribe, and then, click on the bell.
Last night was terrible. Kimberly almost got me killed. I couldn't sleep the whole night. Kimberly, if you're watching this, don't even try to help me out.
Camel Tunes, making marketing easy.
Paul?
I don't want to talk to you.
Are you sure?
Damn sure.
Okay, it's up to you. I just wanted to know who's gonna teach me the next step after positioning concept, which I've learned from you. You're the only mentor and marketing expert I know.
You said, I am, what?
My mentor.
No, after that.
Marketing expert?
Yahoo!
The next step after positioning is to understand repositioning.
Oh, repositioning? I know what it is. It's like changing the identity of the brand, like changing the brand's logo, packaging, design.
No, listen.
It's also name, tagline.
Stop right there. Zip.
Okay, sorry.
That's better. Now recall that discussion on positioning, when this all started.
It was about.
Look how you used to be like before, and how you've got changed.
It's called repositioning. Yeah, it was about repositioning concept.
And that's your next step. First you need to understand the difference between repositioning and rebranding. Let's first understand, what is rebranding? Think of a brand as a person or yourself. If you want to rebrand yourself, when you gain, or lose weight, or if you change your hairstyle, like, this, or this one.
Okay.
You can also call it rebranding, if you change your getup and style, like this getup, or this one. Furthermore, you can also it rebranding. If you change your name, for example, you change your name from Kimberly to Mona, Lola, Emily. In simple words, rebranding is about cosmetic changes. Repositioning is about perception adjustment. In more detail, rebranding is about changing attributes of brand's identity, such as brand name, logo, colors, type font, slogan, design, while repositioning focuses on changing what customers associate with the brand. First, let's discuss their definitions separately along with examples. And then, discuss how they work together along with case studies. Previously, Apple's corporate positioning was all about consumer-friendly computers. Later, it repositioned itself as a high-tech product, and it all started when Steve Jobs launched high-capacity and consumer-friendly MP3 players, iPod. Now let's discuss rebranding. Pepsi has been changing its logo forever. Since 1898, it never stick to one logo or bottle design. That's rebranding, but remember, such inconsistency does harm the brand. Well, the question is, why? Because repetition is a mental glue. And that's what make the brand name, logo, colors, type font, slogan, or design memorable. Now let's discuss the best example of consistency. Tell me, do you recognize this bottle?
Of course, the one and only Coca-Cola's contour bottle.
And how about its color, type font and logo?
Who can forget this?
And, you know why? Because Coca-Cola has been consistent with its logo for many decades. Such consistency is valuable for building brand. Since 1915, Coca-Cola has been using its contour bottle and its image on billboards, can, cups, truck and even on business cards.
But does it mean that rebranding is not the best strategy to follow?
It is, but there are two ways of doing rebranding. Watch. One way of doing rebranding is through slight changes, which is done when you need to refresh the brand. Another way is through repositioning, which is done when you need to communicate repositioning. For example, KFC has been making slight changes to its logo without much tinkering with Colonel Sanders and red color, which are combined identity of the brand. Just like KFC, Coca-Cola seldom changed its logo and color. Except for 1985, but in later time, it realized the mistake and got back to the real thing logo. We are done with case studies of slight changes. Now let's discuss rebranding through repositioning. Tell me, do you remember the definition of repositioning?
Yeah, it's about making adjustment in perception.
Now when you make adjustment in brand's perception, you may also need to make adjustment in any part of the brand identity. And those are the same brand identity parts which we discussed earlier: brand name, logo, colors, type font, slogan, design. But remember, a brand can be repositioned without changing these areas of identity. So, these parts may need no adjustment. And that's how repositioning works with rebranding. Now let's discuss the last example of today's meeting. And it's about how Nike was repositioned. This is one of the greatest case study, which was done through rebranding. Till late 80s, Nike's communications model only was mainly based on elite athletes in hyper-competitive sports. And that was its positioning. Nike had viewed the sports universe as a pyramid of influence with elite athletes at the pinnacle, and its ads was targeting only at the top of the pyramid, and that was the problem. Nike was alienating majority of customers. Through elite athletes, Nike was targeting 1 million people, whereas the fitness universe was 150 times larger. Here's the tip from positioning pioneer, Al Rees. Brand should have a narrow focus, but should have big market for its brand. Now look at Nike. Nike had the narrow focus, elite athletes, but it had relatively small market. For repositioning, Nike shifted its focus and redefined its market. The new focus was authentic athletic performance, which helped Nike to tap into big market, which was 150 times larger than 1 million people it was previously targeting. And then, Nike's new slogan was born: just do it. After the launch of Just Do It, Nike brand sales were shot up to 1,000% over the next 10 years. Jerome Conlon, who was involved in this repositioning campaign, wrote in his book, Soulful Branding, and that's how Nike used rebranding attribute to communicate its repositioning.
Oh my God.
Now take some notes, and we'll discuss the next step in the next meeting. And the topic would be my favorite, repositioning the competition.
Alright, let's take some quick notes. Step 0. If you're not sure what positioning is, then first go back and watch positioning cartoons in Season 1. Then watch Episode 1 and 2 of Season 2. Step 1. Understand definition of rebranding and repositioning. Rebranding is cosmetic changes, like making changes in brand name, logo, colors, type font, slogan or design. Repositioning is making adjustment in perception. It focuses on changing what customers associate with the brand. Remember how Apple was repositioned to high-tech products. Step 2. Understand how rebranding and repositioning work together. Any one attribute or all attributes of rebranding can be used to reinforce repositioning, but a brand can also be repositioned without using rebranding's attributes. Step 3. Rebranding can be done by making slight changes to the areas of brand identity. Remember, KFC's logo changes, slight changes, don't need repositioning generally. Don't forget to request your free video. Use comment box to request. Click on like and share this video with others, so that we can start working on your video request. And in the end, don't forget to subscribe, and then, click on the bell.